The story of America's journey to superpower status is a tale of ambition, innovation, and resilience. It is a narrative that captures the essence of a nation driven by the dreams and aspirations of its people. It's a story that begins long before the 20th century, with the seeds of industrial might sown in the fertile ground of a young nation. The early settlers, with their pioneering spirit, laid the groundwork for what would become an industrial revolution. By the late 19th century, the United States had already surpassed Great Britain as the world's leading industrial power. This remarkable transformation was not just about factories and machines, it was about the people who toiled tirelessly to build a new world. This ascent was fueled by abundant natural resources, a spirit of entrepreneurialism, and a wave of technological advancements. Innovators and inventors played a crucial role, bringing forth new ideas that revolutionized industries and changed the way people lived and worked. The railroad, a symbol of American progress, connected the vast expanse of the nation, facilitating trade and communication. It was the lifeline that linked distant communities, enabling the flow of goods, people, and ideas across the continent. From steel to oil, industries boomed, attracting immigrants seeking opportunity and propelling the U.S. economy to unprecedented heights. These industries not only provided jobs but also spurred urbanization, leading to the growth of bustling cities. This newfound economic prowess laid the foundation for America's rise to global prominence. The economic boom created a ripple effect, influencing various sectors and setting the stage for future advancements. The stage was set for a nation on the cusp of greatness. As the 20th century approached, America was ready to take its place on the world stage, driven by the momentum of its industrial achievements and the unyielding spirit of its people. World War I marked a turning point for the United States. Initially hesitant to enter the fray, America's eventual involvement tipped the balance of power, helping to secure victory for the Allied forces. The war had ravaged Europe, leaving its economies in ruins. The United States, in contrast, emerged from the conflict relatively unscathed and financially strengthened. As a creditor to war-torn nations, the U.S. witnessed its economic influence grow on the world stage. The war had also spurred technological innovation, further bolstering American industry. This period saw the rise of mass production techniques, exemplified by Henry Ford's automobile assembly line. The Roaring '20s, a decade of unprecedented economic prosperity followed, solidifying America's position as a global economic powerhouse. The outbreak of World War II presented another pivotal moment in America's journey. As the specter of fascism spread across Europe, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt proclaimed the United States the arsenal of democracy. This commitment to supplying allies with vital resources not only aided in the fight against tyranny, but also served as a catalyst for unprecedented economic expansion. Factories hummed with activity, producing tanks, planes, and munitions at an astonishing rate. This surge in production created millions of jobs, pulling the nation out of the Great Depression and propelling it to new heights of economic dominance. The war effort showcased American industrial might and cemented its position as a leading military power. The aftermath of World War II left Europe devastated, its economies in ruins and its infrastructure shattered. Recognizing the need for stability and the opportunity to shape the post-war world, the United States embarked on an unprecedented act of generosity and strategic foresight, the Marshall Plan. This ambitious program provided billions of dollars in aid to war-torn European nations. The Marshall Plan not only helped rebuild Europe but also fostered economic interdependence, tying the continent closer to the United States. This initiative, along with the establishment of institutions like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, solidified America's position as the architect of a new world order. Section 5. The Dollar's Reign, Shaping Global Finance. The Bretton Woods Agreement of 1944 marked a watershed moment in international finance, establishing the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. This agreement pegged the value of other major currencies to the dollar, which was in turn backed by gold. This system, facilitated by America's vast gold reserves and stable economy, positioned the dollar at the center of global trade and finance. The dollar's newfound dominance granted the United States significant economic and political leverage on the world stage. It allowed the U.S. to finance its foreign policy objectives, invest heavily in its military, and shape the global economic landscape. The dollar's reign as the world's reserve currency remains a testament to America's post-war economic supremacy. Section 6, A New World Order, the UN and Bretton Woods. The horrors of World War II underscored the need for international cooperation and a framework for global governance. The United States, emerging from the conflict as a leading power, played a pivotal role in shaping this new world order. The establishment of the United Nations in 1945, with its mission to maintain international peace and security, marked a significant step towards multilateralism. The Bretton Woods Agreement, signed the same year, laid the foundation for a new global financial system. These institutions, while not without their flaws, reflected America's commitment to shaping a more stable and prosperous world. They also served as platforms for projecting American influence and promoting its values on a global scale. Section 7, The Cold War, a battle for global supremacy. The Cold War, a decades-long ideological struggle between the United States and the Soviet Union, profoundly shaped the geopolitical landscape of the 20th century. This period was marked by intense rivalry and a constant state of political and military tension. This war was fought not on traditional battlefields but in the realms of ideology, economics, and technological innovation. Both superpowers sought to prove the superiority of their political and economic systems, leading to a fierce competition in various fields. The United States, committed to containing the spread of communism, poured resources into building a formidable military and forging alliances across the globe. NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, was a key element in this strategy, providing a united front against the perceived threat of Soviet expansion. The Cold War fueled a nuclear arms race, pushed the boundaries of space exploration, and led to proxy conflicts in Korea, Vietnam, and elsewhere. The space race, highlighted by the moon landing in 1969, was a significant aspect of this competition, showcasing technological prowess and national pride. While immensely costly and fraught with tension, the Cold War ultimately solidified America's position as a superpower. The numerous summits and treaties, such as the Strategic Arms Limitation Talks, SALT, were attempts to manage this rivalry and prevent it from escalating into a full-scale war. It demonstrated the nation's willingness to bear the mantle of global leadership and defend its interests on a global scale. American presidents, through their speeches and policies, emphasized the importance of maintaining a balance of power and promoting democratic values worldwide. Section 8. A Superpower Forged, the Legacy of the 20th Century. By the end of the 20th century, the United States stood as the world's sole superpower, a position it had gradually built over decades of strategic, economic, and military advancements. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 marked the end of the Cold War and left the U.S. without a rival on the world stage. This pivotal moment reshaped global geopolitics, ushering in an era where American influence was unparalleled. This unipolar moment solidified America's position as the preeminent military power, the leading economic force, and a nation whose policies and culture had far-reaching impacts across the globe. Beyond its military and economic might, the United States emerged as a cultural behemoth with global reach. American movies, music, and brands became ubiquitous, shaping lifestyles and aspirations worldwide. The 20th century had witnessed America's transformation from a rising industrial power to a global hegemon. This transformation was driven by innovation, industrialization, and a spirit of entrepreneurship that defined the American ethos. This journey was marked by economic triumphs, military engagements, and significant social changes. From the battlefields of World War II to the protests of the Vietnam War, each event played a role in shaping the nation's identity. America's commitment to shaping the world order was evident through its leadership in international organizations like the United Nations and NATO. American diplomats worked tirelessly to promote democracy, human rights, and economic stability. The legacy of this period continues to influence America's role in the 21st century as the nation navigates new geopolitical landscapes and emerging global challenges. Today, the world grapples with new challenges and a shifting balance of power. Yet, the influence of the 20th century's legacy remains a guiding force in America's ongoing journey on the global stage. Section 9. Conclusion: the enduring impact. The story of how America became a superpower is a complex tapestry woven from threads of industrial might, military prowess, economic dominance, and a commitment to shaping the global order. The 20th century proved to be a defining period in this journey, witnessing the nation's rise from a regional power to a global hegemon. The challenges and opportunities of the 21st century demand a nuanced understanding of this historical trajectory. As the world grapples with issues ranging from climate change to technological disruption, America's role as a superpower continues to evolve. Understanding the forces that propelled its ascent provides valuable insights into navigating the complexities of the present and shaping a future where the U.S. can continue to play a leading role in a more just, equitable, and prosperous world.